Gabe and Taylor podcast. Next to me is my co-host, Taylor.
I assumed they knew, because there's only two people in the name of the...
Right, this is of Gabe and Taylor. This one is not named Gabe.
Yeah, you
Taylor.
introduced yourself. I assumed they knew it was me because you said it was the Gabe and Taylor show, and you said co-worker, so... And also we have Kyle.
Hey!
Kyle Frazier is the student body president for the University of Southern Maine, which is the school we go to, and he is also the president of my fraternity, Phi Mu Delta. Kyle, welcome. It's great to have you.
It's good to be here.
So, this week, because we only have 2 days of class and we're going home for Thanksgiving, we thought the topic should be Thanksgiving.
Wait, he's two presidents?
He's presidents of two different things.
I'm also the president of College Republicans, that's three.
Oh, well, that doesn't matter. But the two presidents thing, how does that work?
It's, I don't sleep. But
Yeah, but how do you balance that?
I balance
Because I
it?
know you can't have a president of America and Canada, and I assume it's the same principle.
Not really. Phi Mu Delta is a fraternity which falls under student life here at the university, so while I am the president of the student government, I am also president of the fraternity from another
So,
part.
is it sort of like the Commonwealth system where they all share a queen?
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, we share a king named David Flanagan.
I thought he resigned.
No, that was Calico.
No, but I saw on the USM website, if you log in, it says accepting applications for new president.
Oh, no, that's
Well,
for
yeah.
next year.
Yeah,
so
he's temporary until he's done cutting
Yeah,
everything.
Flanagan's an interim, and
Yeah.
the presidential search committee just started. So
Well, I'm going to be graduating. I need a job, so
you're gonna have a PhD to be the president of this fine academic institution.
that's a strong word for this institution.
You should have a PhD in criminology and then come back.
I like to have as much passion for this university as possible.
A lot of passion.
A lot of passion.
Anyway,
A little pride.
well, seeing as we've been sticking to the topic of Thanksgiving so well off the bat.
Oh, is that our topic?
Yeah, we're talking about Thanksgiving.
I'm thankful that I am currently, well, I say I am, but it's really just everyone else, is cooking a turkey right now.
Yeah. We are actually in, not in our usual spot for the podcast, but we're in another dorm that has the kitchen that we needed to cook the turkey. The turkey's cooking in the background.
Mhm.
Personally, I'm not a fan of Thanksgiving. I don't get the point of it, because to me it seems like a stupid holiday because we're celebrating overeating. And
That's not how it started.
as an
That's what we made
well,
of it.
I'm just saying, as Americans, we overeat every day, so I don't know why I need to designate one specific time of year to overeat intentionally.
Because this time it's with mostly healthy foods, like turkey and vegetables.
But then I have to get with people that annoy me and that are my family and wear sweaters.
That's why you drink.
Yes.
It's going to be the first Thanksgiving. I'm 21, which is nice.
Yeah, I am going to bring a six-pack to mine.
Yeah.
See how
So,
they respond to that.
Yeah. Then it just seems... I don't think that, Pilgrims and the Native Americans got together, sat
Tell us
down
the
and
history
had
of Thanksgiving, Gabe.
Please do.
Please.
According to me, or...
According to
You just want me to make it up?
you. Yeah, no, I want you to tell us the history.
I want the closest representation you can get, but what's going on in the Gabe Whedon mind.
Well, I don't know the history of Thanksgiving off the top of my head, but I can make one up.
Tell us what you do know, and then we'll fill in the blanks with stuff we make up.
Okay, so I guess there was this country called England, and there were these white people that wanted religious freedom, and they were like, no, you can't have that. So they're like, well, fuck you, we're gonna go sail away and find this new country. And then, so they got all their ships and stuff, and they tried sailing across the ocean, and then they landed on this new place, and apparently apparently they hit a rock called Plymouth, and at Plymouth Rock, it's a really nice rock. I visited it once. It says 1620. It's carved in there.
Wow,
So-
did that happen when the ship hit it, or did they do it afterwards just to mark the occasion?
I'm not sure. It might have been could have been manufactured on there. Who knows?
I can't tell if Gabe is crossing Thanksgiving with the American Revolution.
Well, anyway,
No,
so there are
he's
these,
got it right.
anyway, so these people that wear
Kind
belt
of.
buckles on their hats get off the ship.
No, and shoes.
Oh, and shoes, right?
Yeah, but not on their pants.
Right. So they get off their ships and they meet these people that are called Native Americans, which is interesting because the country wasn't called America yet.
Oh, can we pause for a second?
What?
I have a topic for next week. Unnecessary buckles on shoes nowadays. Bothers me. Anyway, continue.
Anyway, so these people had redder skin and blacker hair, and they'd never seen such white people before. And then they got down, sat together at this picnic table. They got some KFC or something, and passed around corn and mashed potatoes and birds that were cooked and seasoned correctly, kind of like the Colonel's chicken. And they feasted and said, "Let's give thanks because we just landed
You're
here.
close.
We don't know you."
You're close.
And then the Pilgrims had their fingers crossed under the table, whatever. Maybe they crossed their toes in those belt buckle shoes of theirs. and then they stabbed the natives in the back, and then
No,
Disney,
they shot them.
Disney made a movie about it called,
Pocahontas 2. The first one was all made up.
yeah, Pocahontas, and there was this guy named John Smith, and it was basically Pocahontas was Avatar without being in space.
There's a lot wrong with that.
Actually, I always thought that Avatar was Dances with Wolves in space, not Pocahontas. Anyway, the point is the story's been
Have you
done.
seen The
and
Last of the Mohicans?
James Cameron just copied the story and just added special effects to tell special.
And now we have Thanksgiving.
Yeah, pretty much. Commercialism. Also, the Canadians celebrate Thanksgiving at a different time period. I believe it's September or October.
Yeah, they celebrated earlier before we went through and killed everyone.
Yeah.
They celebrate the actual time when we were getting along.
I imagine that's to give thanks for Lord Stanley and his cup in the great game of hockey. I'm not sure.
Isn't the Stanley Cup American? Why do we always get it?
Stanley Cup actually has a pretty long history. It didn't start in the NHL.
Speaking of...
Well, Stanley's Cup is a very important cup.
Speaking of hockey,
Yes, hockey.
my biggest gripe with Thanksgiving
We've
this
already
year...
done the sport.
No, my biggest gripe with Thanksgiving this year is that USM is canceling floor hockey simply because
Yeah.
it's Thanksgiving.
And the playoffs will start the week when we get back.
Yeah, it's
They're going to be full of turkey and mashed potatoes and beer. It's going to be atrocious.
You have a very slow digestive system.
Yeah.
You have literally 6 days to get over that before floor hockey
I
starts
poop
again.
like once a week, you know. It's...
All right, that's unfortunate that we all now know that, but also explains one of the problems that one of my coworkers has had with her toilets.
It wasn't me.
I don't believe you anymore.
No, I go on the second floor because I hate the kids down there.
Oh,
Except
ew.
you. I'm just kidding. I don't have those problems.
Back to Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving. What are you doing for Thanksgiving?
I'm gonna go to my aunt's house again.
Really? What are you doing?
Go to my parents' house.
Where's your aunt's house?
It's technically in New Hampshire.
Are you going with your family?
Yeah,
Your mom and your dad?
yeah.
Your twin sister?
I'm uncomfortable.
Your older sister? Or your twin sister?
Gabe, what are you doing for Thanksgiving?
I am going to a restaurant called the Wharf Tavern in Rhode Island.
Have I been there?
No,
Why not?
because we didn't go.
Why?
Because we were home for one night.
I've been to your house like 6 times.
I've never thought to take you out to a tavern on the waterfront.
You don't
Sounds
think I want to
romantic.
go? Yeah, you don't think I want to go on a date? Just gonna go with your mom, not me. It's fine. It's perfectly fine.
Oh my god.
Where's your family from?
Lisbon.
Lisbon, Maine?
Lisbon, Maine.
Cool.
Oh, we got
And you
them.
going back to Lisbon for the holiday?
I am.
Yeah. I'm assuming it's a Thanksgiving dinner at this restaurant, but last year it was very special because I went out with some family at a restaurant in Plymouth and we could actually see the ship. With the,
I thought it sunk.
no, that was
It hit
Columbus
a
ship.
rock. How did it not sink?
That was Santa Maria.
No,
That was Columbus.
Yeah.
Did I get that right?
yeah.
Sweet.
Actually, his name was Columbo, but he added bus to make it sound fancier because it was part of common practice back then.
Well, yeah. No one. If you land in a country and you say,
They
"I'm
got nice
Columbo,"
names.
they're not gonna listen to you.
So I can't tell if Gabe is just full of shit or if he's telling me something
He
that I
clearly
don't
is.
know.
It takes him a week to process things.
Oh, jeez. All right. Last week we talked about Mama Whedon. Kyle, we did try attempt to talk about the sports.
Go
and
sport.
It was horrendous. It was something that should never been attempted. The Hindenburg landed more successfully than that podcast.
Well, if you ever want to talk about sports, I can come.
I'd like to, but Taylor
Can
doesn't
I
want to
just
talk
I have a
sports.
problem. You're using sarcasm to describe the Hindenburg landing, but that was a really good landing. There has never been an air balloon that landed so well that all of it ended up on the ground. No, it is not too soon. We need to move on.
Was what, 100 years ago?
I don't know. Close. Yeah. Like 1911?
Yeah,
No, it was like
it was
1930s.
the first time a camera crew was there for one event and then something else happened that wasn't supposed to and they caught it live on camera.
I don't think
It
that's
was supposed to land successfully and instead it blew up.
I have so many jokes about the war.
Actually, I believe the conspiracy theory that Led Zeppelin blew it up to make the album cover.
Was he alive?
Sure, let's go with that.
I don't know. Now I'm questioning your history.
Wait, did you just say
knowledge.
that Led Zeppelin was a person?
No, I said he was alive then.
Yeah, there was a camera crew there live to monitor it, and that's how we have it on film.
Named Led Zeppelin?
No,
No, Led Zeppelin's a band.
Yeah.
the second greatest rock
So
band
how
of
is
all
Led-
time.
Yeah, is he alive back then?
He is. Led Zeppelin's a thing.
Well,
it's not.
Led Zeppelin. It's
Led
like
Zeppelin is a
Led
band.
Zeppelin. First name, last name.
No,
No.
Robert Plant is the singer of
It's-
Led Zeppelin.
Yes.
It's
Jimmy Page. The reason they called
And he
it...
renamed himself Led Zeppelin to sound cooler, and so that they didn't trail him after burning the Hindenburg.
They named the band Led Zeppelin because they thought it would go over like a lead balloon. They had complete idea that this band was going to fail and not be successful, and the only band more successful than them was the Beatles, which I don't agree
So
with.
they burned the Hindenburg to the ground because they thought they might have an unsuccessful band eventually.
I'm sorry, I'm not a big fan of the Beatles. I don't hate them, they're just not for me.
When did we started talking about
I appreciate
the Beatles?
what the Beatles did for music.
Exactly.
I'm just not a fan of them.
Same. To each their own. I don't hate the Beatles. I will listen to them. I'm just not a huge fan of them myself. I like Led Zeppelin a lot more.
And that's how you go from Thanksgiving to the Beatles.
Oh, we
That or
should
you just have poor sanitary conditions in your home.
Nice.
Oh,
Let's play a game. Gabe, you can start.
All right, Kyle. We talked about this earlier before you came on, but as our fans know, all three of them, that we play two games.
Hey, we have at least 4.
We either do rap lyrics or we do the Yik Yak. And after talking with Kyle, I'm going to read you some funny rap lyrics, and you have to tell me who said them.
Is there like multiple choice or do I set?
No.
All right.
All right. I'm going to read you 5 lyrics, okay?
Okay.
All right, first one. Is that your ass or your mama have reindeer? Question mark.
2 Chains.
No, that was Nelly and Shake Your Tail Feather.
Oh.
From Bad Boys 2.
Okay. So is there like a time frame or is it just all like? I don't know if it was like current.
It's all current.
1900s to now.
Okay. All right. So I'm down 1.
All right, you ready? Collect so much grass, Popo think we mow lawns.
That's good.
Wiz Khalifa.
No, that is Murphy Lee. He's one of these...
Murphy Lee? Are you serious? How was I gonna come up with that?
He's, it's actually from the same song as the first one, since Shake Your Tail Feathers Again. He's one of the bonus rappers that needed a job, and so they go like, why not?
No way I was gonna come up with that.
It was Nelly, P. Diddy, and Murphy Lee. Like, I don't know how you...
Is the next one gonna be P. Diddy?
Next one's not gonna be either of them. I'm just saying, like, how do you, like, compete with that? Like, yeah, I did a song with this guy named P. Diddy and Murphy Lee. Like, what the hell's Murphy Lee? I'm sure Murphy... If I was Murphy Lee, I'd be selling that all the time. Like, I was on that collaborative track with Nelly and P. Diddy, alright? I'm big. You know me.
I wonder what he's doing now.
Probably 25 to life.
I don't know. He sounds Irish.
Well, I mean, he sounds
I
like
don't think he would go to prison.
Well, I'm just saying, based on all the grass he has, and he thinks the police are mowing... The police think they're in the lawn care service.
Maybe he is in the lawn care service.
could be
Maybe he
felony.
cares for elderly people
I'm
who
just saying,
can't
probably
mow
was
their
charged
lawn.
with a lot of counts of, like, felony possession with intent to distribute or sell.
No, you distribute grass to a recycling place.
Alright.
Okay. Alright, moving on. A nigga cheese dripping, I like my nachos hot.
Ooh.
That's clever.
Ooh. Can I get like a time frame of when the song came out? Is that allowed? Can
I don't know exactly what song this is from. I know this artist. You know, he's on I think he's on Young Money, Cash Money with like Lil Wayne. and
Okay.
Nicki.
Is it Drake?
No.
God damn it!
Rick Ross.
You need.
Rick Ross.
Oh, come on, the fat guy.
I know who Rick Ross is, but he's...
You have 2 options: Rick Ross or Fat Joe. It's about food.
Fuck, I suck at this.
All right, you ready?
It's okay.
Okay, next one.
Okay. Call my watch a mama's boy because it constantly whines.
One more time?
Call my watch a mama's boy because it constantly whines.
Is this the last one?
No, this is the 4th one.
Okay.
You can get this one.
I can't tell if you're being sarcastic.
This rapper made it specifically for Team USA in the Olympics as a tribute to them. And he was also one of the answers for the first rap lyrics that we just talked about. So you got a 1 in 3 chance.
Wait. So it's either Nelly, Rick Ross, or Murphy Lee. I'm
Murphy
going
Lee's making
Nelly.
a comeback.
Yes!
Definitely
Ah.
from Warrior, Team USA
You,
edition.
you didn't even think it could be Murphy Lee?
I should have gone Murphy Lee.
I mean, they're both just lyrical geniuses here. Alright, here's my favorite lyrics to date.
Okay.
Alright. Hey, Mrs. Abraham Lincoln. Other than your husband's fucking brains that were leaking, how'd you think that play went this weekend?
Is that Lil Wayne?
No, it's Eminem.
Is it really?
Yeah,
Wow.
from Calm Down.
Wow.
Nice. Nice.
I sucked at that. I think Derek did better than me.
Yeah, I didn't know that Derek listened to all that raps and hip-hops.
The rap.
Yeah,
and
we had
hip-hop,
like
yeah.
a death metal guess your lyrics. Maybe I could have done that. But not much into the rap.
I could do
Death metal wouldn't be as funny.
Yeah, it'd probably just be
Just gonna be
You'd
sad.
be surprised.
noise.
Really?
Just like, oh, who said that? And then the next letter would be, oh, and then I'd be like, who said that one?
My favorite death metal lyric is, just out of curiosity, are your parents siblings?
I believe that applies to Northern Maine. Like,
And the South.
and the South, yeah.
Auburn, Maine.
Are you ready to play another carnival game?
I'm up for anything.
Where odds are you probably won't win.
Except we're not even charging this time.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
Alright, let's play.
I'm going to give you the name of an article.
Okay.
You've got to describe it to me.
Okay. Alright.
Feminist hacker Barbie.
Is this about that new Barbie that just came out that has like the cellulite and the stretch marks and the all kinds of other weird stuff? Not that that's weird stuff, but like it's not like the typical Barbie. It's like the more realistic Barbie. Is that what it is?
You're close.
Ah.
It's a bunch of people that have taken control of a Barbie advertisement that had all kinds of, your traditional female roles like veterinarian and petting dogs and washing them, and has given her different careers like computer scientist, and they basically redone all the advertisements to make her look like she can have any job she wants, like she should have.
Wow.
Yeah.
That. I mean, it makes me wonder why I'm in college when I could be doing things like that.
Mm-hmm. Ready for your next one?
I'm ready.
Living in a box.
And this is from BBC, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe there's a. Actually, you know what I'm gonna go with? At USM sexual assault training, we learned that women also often put men in a box by expecting them to act a certain way and be a certain way, and all males are living within a box. Is that what it's about?
You're close.
Hold on. Can I chime in on this one? I have a guess. Okay.
Uh-huh.
I think that this is a Rolling Stone follow-up article 20 years later about the guy who inspired the Alice in Chains hit Man in a Box.
I hope that's what it's about.
That's what I'm hoping for. They're my favorite band of all time.
Really?
Yes, they are.
The thing is, you are both very close but on opposite spectrums. The article is actually a take on autism and how it boxes people up and secludes them from society and how we should do more about it.
So it's kind of close.
So
Yeah.
this wasn't about SpongeBob, that episode of The Secret Box that had the string that had the photo of him at the Christmas party that was embarrassing?
No.
Oh.
I'm upset that's not what it was about. How many more are there?
There's two more.
Okay, good.
These should be easier. Kim Kardashian's butt, a work of art? Question mark.
I'm assuming that this is about those pictures that she recently took that were in some magazine or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and people questioning whether or not it's a work of art.
Did you see that though? On Mike on ESPN,
Mike Golick? I did see that.
He had
I did
lost
see
that bet. Yeah, it was terrifying.
Is that what it was about?
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty easy.
Yeah. This next one's also going to be easy. I just wanted to raise attention to it because it sounds concerning. Fish and chips harming ducks in bay.
What?
Fish and chips harming ducks in bay.
I mean,
I have
I don't know. All I imagine
It's a rampant problem.
is it like people like getting fish and chips and feeding it to ducks and they die?
Yes.
Is that really what it is?
A lot of the time they die.
Oh.
They're also getting fatter and unable to live in their environments anymore
are you
without
sure
the fish and
that's
chip
right?
supply.
Is that really what that's about?
No, I don't know.
I was.
Oh my god.
Well, no, Taylor. Because here's what my guess is.
Mhm.
My guess is that the fish in England have a gambling problem, and they're constantly winning poker chips, and they're eating these chips to store them, and then the ducks or the seagull, the seagulls?
Ducks.
Okay.
They don't have
So the
seagulls anymore.
Anaheim Ducks are
Yeah.
coming in and eating these fish, and then choking on the plastic chips inside the fish because they can't eat them.
No, they're eating the chips, they're sinking to the bottom of the water, and scientists are questioning whether or not to reclassify them as fish.
What?
Who's feeding fish though?
No, they're feeding them chips.
They're feeding the
chips
ducks.
are bloating them, causing them to sink. And then,
What the fuck does the ducks have to do with it?
no, the chips from poker are being eaten by the ducks. The ducks eat them to the point where they sink, and then scientists have to reclassify them as fish. For
I don't think that's
20 minutes or so that they're currently alive under the water.
20 minutes? That's impressive.
Yeah,
I
I think
think-
they're ducks.
I
They're
could-
used to the water.
If they can swim though, then they're not witches.
No, they
I
can't
learned that-
swim. They're sinking.
I learned that on my history tour at Plymouth. And so, and that other town called Salim.
Yeah, but if you feed a chip
They had a
to a
witch
duck,
out there,
it
did you?
raises the weight of the duck so it sinks, so you can't compare it to a witch anymore. Because the math is just off.
Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah, that was a topic.
Okay.
Who's gonna have fish and chips at Thanksgiving?
Not this guy.
Yeah, that's right, because it causes ducks to die.
Kyle, I think this has been a very successful podcast.
I've truly enjoyed myself.
Have you?
I would do this every week if I could.
Because you lost almost all the games except for the last two I gave you.
You know what? The last two. Well, the last one I definitely. No one knows what the hell's going on with the fish and chips.
No, they're
and
dying
ducks.
because people are feeding them too much fish and chips and it's making them unhealthy.
Is that actually it?
Yeah.
Oh, so I was right.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got the last two.
It's a chronic
I was
problem.
I was 50% on that game. I was 0%. Well, I was 1%. I got 0% because you gave me the hint. But I mean, Murphy Lee. I feel like I'm okay with that loss because
Fuck
who
you,
the
Murphy
hell
Lee.
was gonna guess Murphy Lee?
Yeah.
But I want you to know, if I'm ever invited back, I'm going to study every rap song that's come out since 1901.
And then we'll do Yik Yak.
And okay, that's fine. But
Okay.
wait, what's the Yik Yak game?
The Yik Yak game is I find go on Yik Yak.
I figured.
You know, it's a popular app here among college kids, and
Yeah, and elsewhere. That's
Yeah.
actually really popular on campuses.
yeah, on real schools in a future.
Yeah.
Anyway, we find the featured. We go to the featured section and like the top like 4 or 5 schools that are in the feature section for that week, or whatever that is. I click on that, and usually these are schools that have their own like zip codes and whatnot.
Mhm.
You know, huge places, 40, 50,000 kids, and I read the
We have a
yaks,
zip code.
the top yaks that make me laugh or humor me, and have the most upvotes, whatever. And you have to explain to me why that yak was made in the first place.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I hope if I'm ever invited back as another guest.
Kyle,
I
you
can
are more
play.
than welcome
I
back.
have one
anytime you
question
want.
before you go.
What's the question?
Do you think my turkey's done?
How long has it been in there?
Since we started this.
How many? Then no.
What if I want it rare?
Your girlfriend is looking at me as if it's not done, so I'm going to say that it's not done.
What if I want it rare? Oh,
It's on the counter, so it's
not-
definitely not
It's
done.
not in the oven.
It's never been.
It's really rare.
Taylor, it's never been in the oven.
I thought it was being cooked.
Now the oven's
Does
pretty.
that mean we have to wait even longer for the turkey?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, well, that oven like came before our time. Like,
Well, it is
dial-up was
preheated.
invented.
The light's off.
I mean, look at that thing.
No, the light's not
No,
on.
that light right there is on constantly.
Oh, what light was I looking for?
The one above the knob.
The one that's not on
Oh,
anymore.
alright, well I'm gonna put the turkey
Yeah,
in.
maybe that's why people think it takes too long because they're all staring at the wrong light.
This oven is from like...
Sent me a Snapchat of you doing a cartwheel.
Anyway, it's been wonderful having you around.
I've been happy
Yeah.
to be here. Thank
Kyle,
you.
it's been great having you.
Thank
If we ever talk about the sport again, we'll make sure to invite you.
Kyle, you are more than welcome back anytime
Let
you
me,
want.
dude, let me know. I'll be
I will
here.
put this up on YouTube tonight, and I'll send you the link.
You can be one of our 25 views.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can show your friends and family.
Also,
Yeah,
I'm
we'll
gonna
get
show.
28
I'm
views.
gonna show everyone that I know.
Awesome.
It's Thanksgiving, so we should totally just press this on our families.
Yeah.
Because they will thoroughly enjoy
Well,
it.
that's what I've been doing at college, and I'll say making podcasts.
I plan
and
on
stuff.
going home for Thanksgiving and just having this on repeat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
It's literally can't.
Sure.
do it.
Football. Who watches football? No, let's just.
Halftime. Every the halftime on all 3 games, I'm gonna play this.
I watched the
Really?
parade.
Yeah.
I watched the
So we'll
parade
need a
too.
good one.
No,
It's been
I'm-
real
I
boring
don't-
lately though.
I don't
The
watch
past
the
few
parade.
years,
I have to
real
be up.
boring.
It
Well,
starts at what, like 8 in the morning?
To be honest, it's a resurgence of everyone caring about
I have
the
to be up at
Hindenburg.
8 in the morning to watch
You
the
can't
parade.
have all those balloons.
I might say next Thursday.
Touche.
Shannon, why have you been chiming in this whole time?
God damn it,
But
Shannon.
go ahead, Shannon. Go ahead.
Gabe, did you hear what I said?
No, what'd you say?
I said we don't have as many balloons in the parade because there's a resurgence in caring about the Hindenburg disaster.
And
Full circle, people.
Full
Full
circle.
circle.
Yeah.
all right. Shannon, did you want to say anything before we go?
Shannon's
Tell me
the
after.
quiet girl in the corner who wears plaid and likes to think she's country. Goodbye.
Oh.
Bye.